Hi, I'm David Potak, President of Unitex Healthcare Laundry. Today, we're going to take a tour of our New Brunswick, New Jersey processing facility. Come on in. Every day, over 170 trucks travel to and from 13 Unitex plants throughout the Northeast, 6 of which are dedicated facilities serving bulk linen to hospitals and extended care facilities. Trucks typically do 2 runs a day, with our drivers loading up clean linen early in the morning and then arriving back at the plant to unload the soiled linen they have picked up. Each container that comes in from our clients has a barcode affixed to it. The driver unloads and rolls the cart onto the scale, scans the barcode which corresponds to the customer, and records the net weight of the linen that was returned to us minus the weight of the cart itself. Weekly metrics track and compare the quantity of clean linen we delivered versus how much is returned to us. The barcode technology is one tool to control customer inventory, which we call par levels. Once the weighing is complete, the carts get put in the queue for the ergonomic cart dumping device. This type of automation prevents our team members from having to reach into every container to unload soiled laundry, helping to eliminate the risk of injury. As the machine dumps the plastic bags filled with soiled linen, our team breaks open the bags and distributes the product evenly on the conveyor belt. It's then transported up to the mezzanine, where it gets sorted by product type. The plastic bags are then set aside in another container for recycling. Because the soiled product comes to us in impervious plastic bags for compliance reasons, we implemented a recycling program where the bales of plastic get loaded and picked up as needed. We recycle about 1.5 million pounds of plastic annually. Throughout the plant, you'll see heads-up displays that count product or number of carts unloaded. The information gives our management team a quick snapshot overview of where we are in our production day, which helps our team stay on schedule. Let's go upstairs to the mezzanine and show you how the sorting works. Here we are on the sorting deck. Soiled linen comes up the conveyor belt and gets presented to our team members at their stations. The team pulls and drops soiled linen down product-specific chutes that connect to larger laundry slings below. The color of the blue bag in our plants signifies soiled laundry. Only one type of product goes into each bag. Above each chute is a screen display showing both the type of product and the customer assigned to that chute. This system helps us track and return patients' personal items that sometimes get mixed in with soiled laundry. All of our plants are automated and optimized to be efficient and preserve resources. All soiled linen slings are stored on and tracked within our rail system algorithm, which enables us to launder any product in any order because we're running what's called a sequencer. It is a program in the tunnel washer that calls for product in a particular sequence to fulfill orders for the following day. We build the plants the way that we do to optimize cubic space and leverage the automation process by moving product up and down with the use of gravity and rails as opposed to doing it in a more manual way. In all of our plants, we have a floor-to-ceiling wall separating the soiled area from the clean area. The loading section of the tunnel washing machines are on the soiled linen side of the wall. The exit is on the clean side of the wall to maintain that functional separation. This is our cart sanitizing device. The entrance of the cart sanitizer is on the soil side of the wall, which has an opening for the cart to travel through to the clean side of the wall. Carts can only leave the soiled area one way, so it is guaranteed that every cart every day is sanitized properly before being reloaded with clean product. We use the same hard surface quaternary cleaner that's typical for use within hospitals. Here you can see the exit of the cart washer on the clean side of the wall. Even though the carts are sanitized, they're still individually inspected and wiped down. In this plant, we have 2 tunnel washers, which can each launder about 7,500 pounds per hour. The chemical delivery system to each of these washers is highly automated and, more importantly, highly alarmed. There are fault sensors at different stages in the process, so if there is an issue with the washing chemistry, there's an immediate shutdown function, which allows us to address the error and rewash the product. We take a lot of time and effort in designing these systems that have all of these fail-safes in place to ensure that only hygienically clean product is delivered to our clients every day. Here we are in our transition room. This room is critically important from an infection prevention standpoint. Everyone who is working on the soil side of the plant is required to pass through this room before they enter the clean side of the plant. Our team members take gowns and gloves off, wash up to their elbows, and use hand sanitizer. The room is tiled floor to ceiling, which makes it incredibly easy to clean on a daily basis. It should be noted that no team member handling soiled linen is ever handling clean linen in the same day. I would also like to point out that these protocols were in place prior to the COVID pandemic, as we were always dealing with pathogens in soiled linen like the HIV virus, MRSA, Staphylococcus, and others. We did not need to change any of our practices, as the universal precaution guidelines that were in place from OSHA and CDC are designed to keep everyone safe no matter what the public health situation is. You'll notice we are washing one product at a time, as washing formulas vary based on product construction. Each one of these overhead bags holds one singular product as per the sorting process that we saw earlier. The washing machine has 17 modules in it. One bag gets dropped about every 2 minutes, and it takes about 30 minutes for the cycle to be completed. Once the bag is dropped and is empty, it is routed to an automatic retie station so that it can be refilled and the process repeated. At the exit of our tunnel washer, our press extractor squeezes as much excess water as possible out of the product. We then reuse this clean excess rinse water at the beginning of our wash cycle, which enhances our conservation efforts. The other benefit of extraction is that drier product requires less energy to complete the process. Once the product goes through the wash and extract cycle, the pod gets placed on an elevator, which brings it up to a mezzanine overhead where there are multiple dryers located. An automated shuttle traverses back and forth, loading and unloading the dryers. The dryers are automated and equipped with infrared temperature controls, with drying times programmed precisely to the item in the dryer, which again saves energy. Placing the dryers on a mezzanine optimizes workflow by dropping the dry product into green clean slings through the use of both gravity and automation. Additionally, since the dryers are a source of heat and noise, putting them on a mezzanine away from the production floor creates a more comfortable and positive work environment for our team members. There are items that bypass the dryers, such as sheets and pillowcases. They are routed directly to the ironers, which simultaneously dry and iron the product. To maintain our automation process, we still bring the damp product up to the mezzanine to have it automatically dropped into green slings, which are programmed to travel to the ironer department without any human interaction. Now we're standing in what we refer to as the Main Street area of our plant. All of the product overhead in the green slings is clean. They include items to be folded that are fully dried, things like blankets, gowns, towels, washcloths, and contour sheets. The bags that hold sheets or pillowcases drop down to work tables of the team members running the ironers. An ironer will iron and dry products simultaneously with temperatures in excess of 300 degrees, which acts as an effective infection prevention method. So while our washing chemistry is very robust, the amount of heat that's applied to the textiles in the dryers and ironers assures the required bacterial kill. Previously, we had talked about our heads-up displays. Our production supervisors in this area know, based on what time of day it is, where production levels should be and are ready to redeploy people if a higher quantity of product is required. You'll also see green lights on top of the equipment all the way down the line. That indicates the equipment is on and functioning. If there's a red light, it means the equipment is off. The staff person may be in the restroom, at lunch, or perhaps the machine is not being utilized today. If the light is a flashing yellow, it means that a team member who's operating that piece of equipment has identified an issue, at which point they flip a toggle switch which turns the light a flashing yellow. That's a visual cue for our maintenance teams on the production floor that the piece of equipment needs attention. Generally, it's very minor. Perhaps a piece of textile may have blocked a sensor or gotten stuck in the machine, which is a very easy fix, 10 seconds or less. So from a standpoint of wanting to maintain our uptime, we give our maintenance teams that immediate visibility that there's something they need to address. Once product is folded and banded if required, it is packed directly into carts. Every one of these carts will have a packing ticket on it. This ticket designates the contents that need to be placed in the cart and the client that's going to receive it. When the product is placed in the cart and confirmed, it will make its way down to the end of the center aisle, to an area where it's weighed, wrapped in plastic, and then queued up for delivery. This is the last checkpoint before the carts arrive in our delivery staging area. The completed white packing ticket indicates that this cart needs to be weighed in the plant and verified by our office team. Our process is designed to catch any possible errors, however rare, before a cart is loaded for delivery. Once the quantity and weight have been confirmed, the white copy is maintained by us and the yellow slip remains on the cart to signal that it is ready to be wrapped in plastic and queued up in the loading dock area. As the day progresses, our transportation team continually manages and organizes the outgoing carts. Each one of our route drivers has a manifest of how many carts for each customer they're scheduled to deliver. So as the trucks are loaded, there's another point of validation that our deliveries are accurate, loaded on the correct vehicle, and ready to go out to our customers. This concludes the tour of our New Brunswick, New Jersey processing facility. We appreciate you taking the time to learn about our process and hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.